Welcome to the Advice Show, media with a common sense approach. So there was a boy that was 16 years old. He had stole a car. And when the police tried to stop him, he ran from the police. He turned around and pointed a gun at the police officer. The police officer shot him in the hand. He was arrested. And now he's before a judge about to be sentenced to 11 years in jail. Now, I want you to watch in this piece how his mother is reacting to this. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Is there anything further from the state?
And that's man, my brother got 13 years old.
It was an explosive ending to a case that started over a year ago. Lance Dyer was only 16 when he was involved in a brief police chase in a stolen car. Dyer bailed from the vehicle and pointed a gun at a Dayton officer while trying to get away. That cop fired and shot Dyer in the hand.
I can't think of anything more serious than someone pointing a loaded weapon at a police officer. You are lucky to be standing here in front of me today instead of being on the ground.
Judge Dennis Adkins says Dyer has shown no remorse or responsibility for his actions and as a result sentenced him to 11 years behind bars. Dyer's mother says they plan to appeal.
I still don't believe that he pointed a gun at a police officer because my son would be dead. You know, police officers don't shoot warning shots. They are trained to shoot to kill. So if you're trying to shoot to kill, then if my son pointed a 9mm at you.
Now you see what I was talking about. His mother is reacting this way. She totally isn't making sense. And she really got on my nerves. Because it's no way that I'm going to sit here and try to rationalize or even defend my son in that instance. Let's just talk about the whole thing. You stole a car. The cops was going to pull you over. They saw you. They was chasing you. Okay, pull over. You about to get arrested. Go on to jail. I promise you, you wouldn't get no 11 years for that. But when you start doing the things you was doing, that's what caused a lot of that. And we have to understand, we can't put ourselves in harm's way. We know in the criminal justice system, we're going to get double the time. Yes, I know about all the stories of others pointing guns, running, fighting, doing all this other stuff. I know that. I have shown that on this channel. But that's not the way we are treated here in America. We all know this. And as parents, we got to keep our children out of harm's way the best way we can. And surely not let them hang around people that's thugging, or if they want to do that mess, get them in line, because that boy was out of control and she could not handle him. And that's why he was doing the things that he was doing. We got to be smart in our parenting. We got to make sure that our sons aren't getting put in situations or being around people that's influencing them to put themselves in situations where now the boy is going to jail for 11 years. You say you're going to appeal, go ahead and do that. But I really don't see nothing changing with that situation. That's just the thing. We cannot defend that kind of behavior because it makes us look real silly when we as a parent defending our children when they're wrong. Like when it comes to my children, when they're wrong, you're wrong. Your father's not going to defend you when you're wrong. Now, if you're right, I'm going to fight for you until the end of the earth. But we have to understand that our children are also a reflection of us. And you cannot start parenting that boy at 16, 15, 14. You got to get to him early. Where's his father? Because see, when boys get to around that 12, 13, 14 age, their mothers really can't handle them unless they grew up around a lot of brothers, these women. And these women that grew up around a lot of brothers, they kind of roughed her up a little bit. A lot of times those women can handle those boys, but your average everyday woman can't handle those boys. That's why they get so much out of hand. And that's why a lot of times I fear to see a bunch of boys, one boy, two boys with their mom, and they don't have no dad around. Because that's just a recipe for disaster. Because, see, we as men know that transition from boy to man and know that what we would want to do at that age. And our dad had to check us, or if our dad wasn't around, the things that we got away with because our mom wasn't hard on us to prevent some things. Please check your children. Don't let them get in harm's way. These people will harm your kid in many ways. and they would definitely put them underneath the jail for more time than what is actually worth. Hit me up in the comments, use the commentaries, subscribe.